Hey everybody. So this week we are starting our first peer review. So before getting started, I just want to explain to you what exactly peer review is, how we'll be doing it in our class, and then what the benefits are doing peer review in our course and in any writing course. So let me just start quickly with the definition of peer review. As we talked about in week one, part of the writing process is your brainstorming, and then your pre-writing, and then your drafting. And this week we're moving into our revising and our editing stages. Now, part of revising and editing is, as I talked about at the beginning, separating those two tasks. Right now, I'd like us to focus on the revising. And one of the benefits of revising separately is that you can look for an audience to give input on your topic so far. Peer review gives you that chance to ask someone to look at your paper and provide feedback. Now, the benefit of doing that while you're still revising is that you can see if your audience is able to understand your thesis and to find your main ideas and to offer any sort of suggestions while you're still in that drafting stage, as opposed to after, when you've already done the publication and then you're receiving, for this class at least, receiving a grade on what you have submitted. Now, oftentimes, we tend to look at writing, I think, private. Maybe you're a little bit shy about your writing, whether you've had a bad experience with that before, or whether you're just new at writing, and so you're not sure about how you want to go about sharing it. Peer review, to me, is a great way to do that because it gives you an opportunity to share your writing with people that are on very similar writing styles or very similar writing experiences as you. Because all of you are in the same writing course right now. You're all writing the same sort of assignment. You're all part of a very general audience that has come in this course with very different backgrounds and life experiences. So you're not looking for a specific type of writing. You're very much just looking for an assignment and for that assignment to be met. So in addition to peer review, I always encourage people to look at family members. You can visit the writing center. The goal is to try to get as many people, many eyes looking at your paper as possible during this revising and editing stages. Okay, so how we do peer review in our course. We are online, so of course we do it here during the discussion. So you'll see a discussion open. You'll want to post your rough draft on Tuesday. Then each of you should pick one person to respond to. You'll want to read that person's essay. Once you've read it, I've listed a series of questions that you should answer. The goal is to be thorough. You're graded not on your submission of your rough draft, but you're graded on your answer and your review of the other person's essay, so that you've addressed each question and that you've addressed it thoroughly with examples and suggestions from their essay. So, for instance, if you're presented with the question, what is one thing that the author did well? You would answer that and you'd want to use an example. Or if you're presented with the question, how can the author improve? Same thing, make the suggestion, use the essay. It's fine to also, which many people have done in the past, download the essay, insert comments on it, and then re-upload it. That's fine as well, as long as you're addressing each of the questions as they're presented to you. Now, ultimately, the benefits of peer review. For the writer, the benefits are, of course, that you're getting as many people looking at your essay as you can. You're receiving feedback from people, from your audience. And then for the reader, the benefit is that you're seeing what other writers are doing with this assignment. You're perhaps getting some ideas not on the topic, but on writing styles. So maybe things like, oh, this introduction worked really well. I'd like to try that sometime. Or, oh, I see how that could work in a paper. So you're seeing how people in our class approach that idea. So the goal of this is to get to know each other through our writing and to give each other feedback in writing. So that is mainly what we're working on this week, and we do this for each of our essays. So please take your time, upload your rough draft, take your time to read someone's draft, to answer those questions. Once you've completed that, you, the writer, will then want to read through the feedback, but it's really up to you then how you want to apply that feedback. If you want to make the changes suggestion, or if you feel that you don't necessarily agree with those suggestions, that's up to you as well. From there, I do encourage you to visit the Writing Center. It's not a requirement, but I do encourage you to do so. And then continue on your own to revise and then to edit your paper before the final draft is due on Sunday the 9th. So if you have any questions as you work, of course, you're always free to reach out to me at any time.